Disclaimer. This video is created for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Peace and high vibration, family. Welcome to a brand new episode of High Zone. Today on the menu, we got some mind-bending, mysterious TikToks that'll leave you baffled. With that being said, family, if you're not tapped in with the family, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You could be rocking out with me and the family. And if you're watching the video, please subscribe. I definitely need you to subscribe. We appreciate you. Tap in with us. Get to know us. Jump in the comments. We friendly. We don't bite. With that being said, let's jump straight into these videos.
Gentlemen, extra school. You looking like
Don't even know the song. Hey.
Melissa wicked and bad, she wicked and bad. Me a beg you Tony from John, and me say you wicked and bad, you wicked and bad. Me a beg you Tony back from the land, me say you wicked and bad, you wicked and bad. Right now me a beg Father God, me say you wicked and bad, you wicked and bad. All the zig top gone when stop me say wicked and bad.
I love my yard people.
Right now me a beg Father God, he wicked
You
and
done
bad,
wicked on bad. Wicked on bad. Hey.
So, we don't want you.
Zone family, let me know what y'all thought about that. Wicked on bad. Wicked on bad. That was hard. Comment down below.
beer rain, my people in Kingston, Jamaica. Beer rain. Lightning all across. You hear that? You hear that, my people?
Man, it's serious out there. This not even all the footage. Oh, they fell off the roof. Ratty clot. Pray for Jamaica. Prayers up, man. Prayers up. Prayers for Jamaica in the chat, family. Prayers for Jamaica in the chat. Put all these clips together so we can just straight watch them. Family, prayers for Jamaica, seriously. Melissa is definitely giving them a good lashing out there. I'm hoping everybody made it out safe through the storm. I haven't heard too much about the storm yet. It's still fresh, so more footage should be coming out. But anyway, family, pray for Jamaica. Man, it's lit out there right now. Look at that. Look at that tree. Yeah. Man, pray for my peoples, man. Pray for the yardis.
Whoever you are, they're watching you. They're waiting for you to silence yourself like before. See, I understand that healed being like you makes noises that broken systems can't process. Because truth sounds like violence to ears that were raised on lies. You stepped into your divinity, so no one around you gets to stay asleep. See, reflection, this ain't about ego. This about alignment. Remember what you agreed to before this lifetime. You promised to wake the world up. To remind the world that it was never supposed to be this silent, God. You were not made to bow before their systems. The mirror will beg you to doubt, but you got something within you that won't let you die quietly. And understand, reflection, a lot of beings ain't found their voice first. They need you to go first, God. Surviving ain't the end of your story. Thriving is. You've been put through fires that your ancestors were swallowed whole in. To stay quiet now would be betrayal. Every morning you rise and walk in your divinity, reflection is a declaration of war against every version that doubted you and tried to shrink and dim your light. You understand, God, the crowd may not understand it. They were trained that way. But the ones that's meant to, they'll feel it. So you understand, real leadership doesn't convince, it activates. You are the product of every suffering and hard time you chose not to give up, God. And you survived enough fire to be trusted with the flame. You're not the plan B anymore, reflection. You're it. You're the breathing proof that trauma isn't permanent, that healing isn't soft, that cycles can be severed. Understand you dangerous, Reflection, because a healed being can't be controlled. You ain't the background character no more, divine being. You standing on the grave of your old self, this new earth. Tell them, wake up. You died. You let that old version of you starve. You had to make decisions nobody clapped for, Reflection.
His voice hold command, as you can see, cause he's speaking that ether, and he's speaking it with authority. Comment down below.
Do you believe demigods exist in these modern times?
You see a demigod every time you turn on the TV and you watch the football show. You see a demigod every time you turn on the NBA channel and somebody is jumping 7 feet in the air over a person that's 7'2" and they're dunking a ball. You see a demigod when you got a person like Stephen Curry that can go half court and shoot 100 shots and only miss one. You see a demigod when you have what's her name? Shakara running she running faster than a damn gazelle, full speed. You see a demigod when you got a black African man running and jump on a pole and they get 15 feet in the air. You see a demigod when you see boxing, and you see the IQ, the hand and eye coordination. You see a demigod when you hear the voice of something that just soothes your soul and it makes you rhythm. Demigods create influence through power. It's just subtle. We are the demigods. So yeah, I see a demigod every day when I look in the mirror. And I know you see one too. So we are here, brother. We never left.
Do not forget, you are the demigod. You are divine. They didn't want you to know you divine, but you are divine. You are special. You are wonderful. You are a queen and a king. Move like one.
How you doing, bro? Nice to meet you. Hi. I'm on. How you doing?
Who let this guy in here?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Kanye? We want to say we love Ye. We love Ye for being outspoken regardless, because it's America, and I think it's a great thing to live in a free country. Don't you, Guy? I think it's a free country.
So you really hopped on my screen, knowing my influence.
Yeah.
So come on here and say that.
I think he's a great guy that at the end of the day, you have a dialogue with him.
And that's what I'm going to say. I think I want to protect my energy.
Yeah, well, I think you letting him talk is a good thing.
But no, I'm going to politely ask you, get out of here, guys.
Well, we think it's good to have free opinions.
I get
God
it.
bless you, guys.
Get out of here, cuz. He was right to tell that man to get out of here. I'm protecting my energy. And I don't know what God he talking about. He definitely don't serve the same God as Kai.
The first thing you're going to always be first is thirsty. You got to remember, they say you can go 3 days without water until you die. I went 9 days before without no food or water. I did 120 days on nothing but liquids. 120, that's 4 months with nothing but liquids and no food. And they say 9 days without foods. We know that both of them are lies, but you always be thirsty before you hungry. I say just look for the signs, because being thirsty and hungry, you still produce the same thing. I think it's called ghrelin. I believe it. Look it up. It's called ghrelin or something like that. Look it up. I could be mistaken the pronunciation of that hormone, but ghrelin get activated and it tells you that you need to put some substances in your mouth. Well, you can have water that have amino acids or carboxylic acid in it. You can have water that have minerals or what you would call electrolytes inside of them, or what you would call bath salts. So everything that you get from the foods, you can get from your water too, especially if you're drinking the source of water that I'm speaking about, which is H3O2, which is water from your fruits. So I just think you need to look at the signs and see if you're dehydrated or not. Nauseation is dehydration. You see that? Having fatigue, that's dehydration. Chapped lips, a patchy tongue, a dry tongue, that's dehydration. Scaly skin, that's dehydration. Forgetting memories and stuff, like just having a brain fog, that's dehydration. Migraines, that's dehydration. Usually when your stomach is growling and adrenaline is being produced, it means you need to drink water. So always drink water first. Then after you drink water, if those thoughts go away and that roaring of your stomach go away, that means you was thirsty. Now, if you drink the adequate amount of liquids and you still have the growling, then eat you a small portion of food. That means you were hungry for physical food substance. That's easy.
So basically, sometime when you are feeling like you're hungry, you basically are thirsty, not hungry. That was good information to know. Comment down below.
No, I don't drink no water, no, for 45 years. Water as you know it. Don't give me the black shots. Don't have me filling up my body with no 8 glasses of water a day. I have a limited capacity as to how much I can put into my body, and I want it to count. Oh yes, I want to live in an expensive body. And if I can do it at 76, not sick, 20/20 vision, I don't mess with blank shots. Water only hydrates, but if I have coconut water, I am going to more than hydrate. I'm going to get minerals, vitamins, electrolytes. Yes, the original sports drink, because coconut water is the most electrical food on the planet. It's the highest grown, and it's 100% water. So I'm here growing on coconuts, enjoying my coconut water in my milk. Rather than blank, empty bottled water. I want to extract oxygen from my food. I want to extract sunshine from my food. I want to extract living water from my food. H3O, structured water. Bless up.
It's time to take control of your health.
Blessed up to the I. Structured water is the way to go. Let Mother Nature filter your water, not the water you getting from your reservoirs, because they adding chemicals to that water. We need to be going back to the old ways, filtering our own water, even if you have to boil it.
I see you float in the moonlight, got a glow that don't fade. You don't even have to try, you just move in your own wave. We don't need a stage or a crowd.
I know I'm not bugging. Y'all seen the same thing I seen. There was 2 moons in the sky. How can that be possible? Comment down below if y'all know anything that I don't know.
It just might be too late, guys. Could have this been avoided? On October 29th, 3i Atlas, an interstellar object which many speculate is an alien spacecraft, will be directly behind the sun. Out of our sight. We won't be able to see it. Some have speculated, including Dr. Avi Loeb, who's a Harvard physicist, says this thing could be controlled by intelligence, an intelligence alien life form that's purposely putting it on a path directly behind the sun where we can't see it, and at that point it may release alien probes that could make it down to Earth. I mean, this is crazy, literally. If this is true, this might have been avoided, guys. NASA just took images of this object on October 2nd with the Mars orbiter. 20-some days later, they still won't release the footage. They still won't release the photos, guys. And you can't blame it on the government shutdown because the gentleman who's in charge of releasing the photos isn't even affiliated with NASA. So technically, he could release the photos if he wanted to. But who's not letting him? Why won't he release the photos? What did they see on these photos? And like I said, at this point, guys, once this object's behind the sun on October 29th, it's out of our hands. It could do whatever it wants back there. Me personally, I believe it's going to go back behind the sun, recharge, release little alien probes that are going to make it down to Earth, and then the main object, 3i Atlas, the mothership, is just going to keep going. Head to another galaxy and explore the universe and do the same thing over and over and over again. Just this week, International Asteroid Warning Organization just decided to start watching 3i Atlas extremely closely once it's out the other side of the sun, starting November 27th through January 27th, 2026. And they said they'll be looking for the same things: a change in direction, anything suspicious, a release of small probes towards Earth. I mean, I can't even make this stuff up, guys. This is crazy. We are living in crazy times, guys. Could have all this been avoided by NASA? Could have they just released the images to the public so we can get ready and prepare to whatever this thing is?
My man must know something we don't know. I mean, get ready and prepare to do what? I'm not worried. If you worried and afraid, may the forces be with you. Me personally, I'm on my divine timing, dog. I'm ready for it to come. Straight up.
There is some wild looking crap in the skies.
That's the squad,
Holy
man.
Piss. Hold on.
Why am I afraid? They would have been doing something.
Look at this. What the hell's going on here? Oh, please be picking this up.
Wow.
This is nuts.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
God, I wish my neighbor was here right now. He comes out and watches for UFOs, but holy crap.
Zone family, the sky is lit, literally lit. They everywhere. And people are scared? What you scared for? If they really wanted to do something, you don't think they would have been done it? Make it make sense, people. In fact, if you want to vibrate low and be scared, do you. Keep that over there. I'm vibrating high over here with the family. If they coming, they coming. We ready with that frequency, baby.
They know who to go after.
Check this video out right here. I mean, we've got a guy on MSNBC doing an interview with what is definitely not a normal looking human eye. What do you think this thing is? Is this a reptilian shapeshifter, a demon? What could this thing be? It is not normal though.
That man is a whole reptilian. This is the age of revealing everything. Everything must be revealed. The veil is thinning. The veil is breaking. We're gonna see a lot more of this. The war's going on between them and the divine.
This isn't just fashion. This is frequency. This is higher zone.
Anunnaki. What are they?
Well,
these giants.
Yeah. Okay, the Anunnaki, they are these beings that came from off-world.
So these are aliens?
These are aliens. Now, what's interesting about these aliens is that they're not little green men with antenna. They're actually hominids, bilateral bipedal hominids. They look just like us. 2 forward-faced looking eyes, 2 hands, legs. They put their pants on one leg at a time like us.
But do they look more like us or more like us?
They look like we look like them.
Okay.
Okay.
And the reason why is because we have their genetics and their DNA inside of our bodies. Now, what's interesting is these beings were a spacefaring race that broke away from the Pleiadian star system. The Pleiadian star system is a group of stars called the Seven Sisters in the night sky. You can see 6 stars with the naked eye. Now, these stars in ancient times, according to ancient texts and tablets, there was an ancient galactic war there.
Okay.
Most of the information from Star Wars comes from this text. And this war, they had these destroyers like Death Stars. They don't call them that, but they call them the Brahma-Astra and Brahma-Astra Honda weapons that actually can release a weapon that can destroy planets.
Okay.
Imagine if you're in a star system and a planet is being blown up and you're in a nearby planet. You got to get off of your planet.
Yeah.
This created something called space refugees. Nobody's talking about this.
Where are you getting this information again? Where is
the
this?
Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita, the Indian Vedas.
So these are ancient Indian texts.
That's right.
5,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Enuma Elish. So we're talking about...
Yes, and.
We're talking about the evidence, the very first evidence of space refugees.
So you're seeing this in these ancient Indian texts.
Yeah.
Okay. You come across this and you're like, okay, let me see if there's some truth to this because I'm seeing this across multiple ancient Indian texts.
Right.
Any other text referencing this?
The Terra Papers, an ancient indigenous American text. And what's interesting is it talks about, again, these same galactic wars going on. People fleeing from that region of space, looking for other planets, Orion, Aldebaran, Sirius A, B, and C, which we know the Dogon talk about people coming from Sirius B, which is a star that ran out of fuel, and of course Earth. And they came here to create a breakaway civilization. Just like if there was a war, and there was in our solar system, that's what we call Mars, the god of war, we're going to be like, we got to get off this planet because the debris is going to destroy us.
So we're the product of pussy aliens, basically. Like aliens who weren't ready to bang and fight for their future and their freedom, they just ran. We're defectors.
They were the elites that had the access to the ships that can take them from one star to another.
Find that funny.
And so some of them came to Earth, and so Anunnaki is a general term. It doesn't mean one race. If all of us here got in a spaceship and flew to Mars and we met a Martian and he said, "Who are you guys?" We'd say Earthlings.
Got it. They maybe would call us Anunnaki.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm Billy Carson from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Right. So they would they're Earthlings. That's one term, but we're all different races here.
Right.
So, but Anunnaki is a term to say those who came from heaven to earth. That's it. In Africa, they call it the Nituru, which means the same exact thing. The gods that came from heaven to earth and turned mud into a kingdom. Now, the civilization they built is the Atlantean civilization.
So this is where we hear about Atlantis, the mythology of Atlantis.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Bill Carlson be kicking some great knowledge, okay? I mean, you gotta do your own research at the end of the day. You can't believe everything somebody's saying. You must do your own research. But Bill Carlson do have facts. I'm not gonna discredit the man over one thing. Do your own research.
Okay, if what we're looking at here is in fact a legitimate non-human intelligence craft with a being,
Look at that,
it's
family.
nothing short
Look
of
at that.
extraordinary. So News Nation just dropped a brand new interview Ross Coldhart did with Mike Batista, former Green Beret and current psionic asset with the Skywatcher team. There's a lot to unpack from the conversation, but as for right now, I want to focus on one moment in particular. During the interview, he describes summoning a craft. Not only did it land, but it also had an entity that was visible, and he filmed it.
Talk me through what happened.
I see something very high up in the sky, like some of you see like a satellite or something, but it was blue, and it was going by overhead, and it ejected something out of the back of it. And it had its own like light source, almost looked like a shooting star got ejected out of the bottom of an orb.
Mike, at this stage, you're holding your phone up, a cell phone, and you're filming what you're seeing, correct?
Yeah, I believe that was shot on a Galaxy.
Now, Mike, in that freeze and zoom, you see it looks like some kind of translucent white-blue face, but it's not a human face. It's two black dots for eyes that looks like a sort of a dot for the mouth, and it's a long ovaloid head. Seems to be metamorphosizing out of nothing.
Right, so as it was coming down, it looked like ethereal, like if they're interdimensional, maybe it was, still materializing in the third dimension. And as it got closer, I remember it started morphing like this and pulled one of these, and it was shape-shifting into all these different, things. I don't know what they were. You have to take a closer look at it until it turned into something that you would see on a petroglyph.
So the footage that aired is grainy, but if you look closely, there is something going on there. And for those of you who I know will comment, it was a Samsung, not an iPhone. Anyhow, Mike just told me that News Nation was originally supposed to include an enhanced version of this same footage in their broadcast, but for some reason it wasn't used. So Mike went ahead and posted that enhanced version over on his account. Go follow him if you haven't already. Here's the link. But what you're about to see is that clearer footage. It almost reminds me of the Cumbergus Turkey UFO footage from 2007. But let me know, what do you think? Is it interstellar? Is it interdimensional? Or do you think it falls more on the side of something spiritual?
Whatever he saw it. Him calling the news is stupid. Because the news going to discredit you like they discredit him. They didn't even play the original high-scale footage. I remember when I seen something in the sky. It made the star disappear and the star came back on. And it went right across, stopped. Another star went out, crossed the star, then the star came back on. With my two eyes. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Comment down below if you ever seen something in the sky.
Este es el procedimiento que debe seguir cuando el 3 y Atlas llegue a la Tierra. Manteniendo la calma, diríjase a su hogar lo más rápido posible. Evite entrar en pánico y busque refugio en un lugar seguro. Mantenga comunicaciones abiertas con familiares y amigos. En caso de que se presenten situaciones imprevistas, es crucial mantener líneas de comunicación abiertas. Manténgase al tanto de las actualizaciones de las autoridades y no salga de su hogar. Siga las indicaciones oficiales a través de los canales de comunicación establecidos. La información actualizada es crucial para garantizar su seguridad. Evite el contacto con desconocidos y mantenga las puertas y ventanas cerradas. En situaciones de incertidumbre, es fundamental evitar la interacción con personas no identificadas. Mantener las entradas de su hogar cerradas refuerza su seguridad y reduce cualquier riesgo potencial. El 3 y Atlas está más cerca de lo que imaginamos. y su impacto podría ser inminente. Siga estas recomendaciones con urgencia para protegerse.
At least the people wherever they at, Mexico, Venezuela, Argentina, they creating these videos for the Spanish community over there. Our government ain't telling us nothing. This is why when stuff start going left, they're gonna tell you this, gonna tell you that. Miss me with it, because you ain't tell us nothing while everything was developing. Now when things hit the fan, you want us to stay inside, hide, and no. Nah. If they coming for me, they coming for me, bro. Yeah, I run. I'ma stand tall and divine, no fear. Straight up.
Let me tell you some information about Three-Eye Atlas that you should not ignore. I know you'll remember that Harvard scientist Avi Loeb has been studying this thing closely, and he talked about the fact that there was a lot of light coming off of it. Loeb and his assistant studied that light, and they believe that it is intense and that it is continuous. They think it is probably being generated by nuclear reactors. In fact, they say that it's about 10 gigawatts of power being continuously generated. Probably the average nuclear reactor that we'd have somewhere in the United States. One nuclear reactor generates about 1 gigawatt of energy to light up a city of about 1 million homes. If you had 10 million homes, you could have 10 reactors that light up that city constantly. Is Three-Eye Atlas a city? That does seem to be the implication. Here's another idea that Avi Loeb is sharing. He thinks that Earth should send a message to Three-Eye Atlas. He thinks that message should contain 6 words. Hello, welcome to our neighborhood, peace. Hello, welcome to our neighborhood, peace. Loeb feels that the message sounds friendly, also while getting their attention, also while letting them know that we are friendly and our intentions are good. Who knows if it's a good idea? And I have one more thing I want to share with you too. Believe it or not, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has now gotten involved in these discussions about Three-Eye Atlas, and she's saying there's some concrete actions she wants the United States to take, and she wants NASA to take. I'm going to tell you about those in the next piece. For now, though, I want to ask you, what do you think about the idea that the energy coming off of Three-Eye Atlas is generated by nuclear reactors? Let me know what you think in the comments.
I bet they come in peace. I bet y'all come in peace now. Y'all wasn't peaceful to the masses. Y'all was not peaceful to the masses. So y'all don't come in peace. What's coming is coming for the elites, bro.
Really weird stuff is happening in space right now. And if you don't know why people are freaking out about a possible alien flyby in the next 6 to 7 weeks, let me fill you in. On July 1st, 2025, NASA discovered Three-Eye Atlas, only the third object ever confirmed to have entered our solar system from interstellar space, with a mysterious orbit that is not bound to our sun. Early estimates suggest that it is massive. It could be up to 20 kilometers in size and is traveling at 245,000 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest interstellar object ever detected traveling through our solar system. But what is people really interested in this object is this 12-page paper where they highlighted just how close this object is getting to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, and the statistical likelihood of that happening is less than 0.005%. And backtracking its trajectory, it seems like it came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, the same direction as the WOW signal, which has still yet to be explained. Its physical properties are still being analyzed by astronomers all over the world.
Bill deGrasse will have you running in circles before he tell you something, and that's a fact. Comment down below.
They know who you are. Do you?
Because normally we perceive aliens to be white, and that's never sat very comfortably with me, frankly, when I know that it's not the case. This particular group are a black group. They're very benign, very friendly. I have encountered them, so I can't say that I'm anything like an expert on them, but I have encountered them. They are not reptilian. The questioner uses the word reptilian. I can understand that, because when you look at them, you would see the scales, you would see the whole shape, but the correct term is amphibian. They are a hybridized form of human and amphibian. They are black-skinned. They model themselves a little bit on human culture. That's because they have existed in the oceans of this planet.
Could this be the reason why that 99% of our oceans are unexplored? I don't know how they're telling us all this information about the oceans if 99% of our oceans are unexplored. And also the reason why they would be dropping bombs in the water.
You don't want black people to know that they have extraterrestrial ancestry.
Right, and you were being told that black people didn't serve.
Didn't serve in the space program.
Right. There were people from all over.
Right. Very.
So not only they don't want us to know that we have extraterrestrial ancestry, they didn't want any black person joining the space program. But every other race was in the space program? What? Now, Tila Tequila was on live speaking about a specific group of people on YouTube, speaking her truth. And when they heard what they heard, they cut off her live for 2 weeks. Look at this.
So the beast, 666, he has a number on him, 666. It's a mark. It is the melanated people. It's 666. It's a mark. It is the melanated people.
They are all going to fill the skies and come and assist us. I mean, how shocking is it going to be for everyone when they're standing there, the door's open, they're about to drop these little food with parachutes, and they look up and they don't see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed angel. They see a bunch of people of different, brown skin, different skin, I mean,
It seems like to me, he doesn't even want to say it, doesn't even want to come out of his mouth. But let's stop beating around the bush right now, y'all. We already know all of your history has been a lie. Y'all already know that quote-unquote black people created everything in this realm, in this physical reality. So wouldn't you say that's the same case for the heavens or spiritual or the metaphysical realm as well? As above, so below, right? I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are going to be surprised. Or they're not. They're just going to act surprised. They know. Do you? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace out.
Zone family. If you know, you know. If you get that feeling, you know. I am divine. I walk in light. What's coming ain't coming for me. If you got a good heart, you're not doing nobody wrong. You walking in your truth. You speaking your ether, which is your highest vibration. You being authentic. You are walking divine, my friend. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Straight up.
You've been approached by many whistleblowers throughout your career. What made you weed out and say, okay, you know what? This guy, Corey Good, he's credible.
Corey was the one who was dumb enough to actually come forward, I think. Because, it's a bad idea.
Right?
It's a bad idea.
Yeah. It's a brave...
They do not want you to do that. They meaning... Okay, let's set the stage a little bit.
Yep.
I did go to Dr. Stephen Greer's Disclosure Project in 2001. I was there. There was 39 witnesses who came forward who had broken their security oaths to speak about the UFO presence. And I had the good fortune of having enough time to meet almost all of them. And that was a very pivotal event in my life, of course. And then I started to have other insiders who I met with. Sometimes they'd come to me, sometimes I'd have to seek them out. But it was starting in 2007 with a guy named Henry Deacon, where he did not want to go forward. He was only going off record, and only written transcripts of stuff that he would say was coming out online. And I got to know him really well, and he described a job where he would go to a military base in the UK that most of us know about, and he would sign through a series of checkpoints and walk down a corridor, as he called it, that was a round cylindrical tube. He'd go into a normal elevator. It had a large door with a normal house key. He'd turn the house key, the elevator door would close, the elevator would then read his badge, and it would teleport him to Mars. And so he was working on Mars. And he said that there were about 40 in this case. He said 40 different types of extraterrestrials that he saw on this base. He said there were 200,000 personnel on the base, and only 10,000 of them were humans born on Earth. So, and you gotta understand, I had probably over 100 hours of communication with him on the phone about this, and I recorded all of it. And he wasn't even that interested in it. He had some kind of a job repairing some type of technology, but apparently there were a certain number of people who lived here on Earth who actually would go to a military base, they'd park at the base, they'd portal off to some other location, they'd come back to their car at the end of the shift, and they'd drive home like nothing was going on.
Like a 9-to-5 job.
and they couldn't talk to their spouse about anything they were doing. They just said they were working at a military base. That's it. So that was a very intense experience, and he would not come forward.
You tried to.
Oh yeah, I mean, actually he did. Eventually he did, because we had a Project Camelot event in Zurich in 2009, and that was in July, and he did come forward on stage. It was totally amazing. But he didn't really talk about the secret space program. Then later that year, I met this guy we called Jacob, and Jacob was very deeply involved in this world. He told me that he worked directly with the Rothschilds, and they kept trying to recruit me. I was offered bribes in the hundreds of millions of dollars if I would just start talking favorably about Lucifer.
Oh my God. I mean, some people might take that offer. Some people have taken that offer.
I have had probably 6 bribe attempts like that, and I am not interested in Luciferianism. I don't agree with it. And I'm not going to sell out for any price, because I'd rather be able to look at myself in the mirror in the panoramic life review after I'm gone.
Exactly. And so then did you seek out Corey, or did Corey find you?
Corey had actually first written me emails in 2008. And
Family, that was a lot to unpack right there. That was David Wilcox and Cody. David Wilcox is a legend when it comes to the information. If you ain't know that, you need to just get in tune, start watching these videos. Feed your brain.
Mandela effect, if you don't know about it, is things that we thought were happening, but no, it was actually like this. What do you guys remember, the Bernstein Bears or the Berenstein Bears?
I'm not even sure about that.
Okay, so they're saying that it was the Bernstein Bears, but it was the Berenstein Bears. Or what do you guys remember about the Monopoly Man? He had what?
A hat on.
What else did he have?
I think he had a cane.
Okay.
Cane mustache?
Did he have a monocle?
Felt like he had a monocle.
Yeah, definitely had one.
Did he?
So things that have happened are kind of like
They didn't happen. Did Curious George have a tail or not? Do you guys remember a movie, Kazam?
That's not the Shaq one, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Do you remember Shazam?
Shazam. Are we talking about the Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
No, with Sinbad.
Oh, with Sinbad. Shazam. I feel like I heard about Shazam.
Okay. They said it never existed.
They said it never existed?
There's a Kazam movie with Shaq, and there's a Shazam movie with Sinbad. They said Shazam never happened. I remember seeing that movie.
And what does the actors that played in that movie say?
He said, well, yeah, like he kind of played along with it, but then he said, nah, it never happened. But again, here's the thing.
It's a fucking VHS.
That's what I'm saying. People are saying, okay, even the look at that. Even Fruit of the Loom. What do you guys remember? Just the fruit or the cornucopia on it? The little brown thing on it?
I remember the brown thing.
Never happened.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember the brown thing.
So they said it's just the fruit, the cornucopia, but people are finding all over the internet, they're finding pictures like, wait a minute, I have a sock and there's a cornucopia on it. There's a shirt with a cornucopia on it. They're like, something's going on. Because again, you could write it off like, it's probably bullshit, whatever. I think they're gaslighting us, and I think that there's timelines probably bleeding into what things happened, what things didn't. And
you think someone's rewriting history?
I think they're trying to.
I think it's that guy who went in that shed, who keep jumping time trying to change whatever he's trying to change back in the days. Next time they catch your ass coming out the shed, teach you a lesson or two and take your device out your pocket.
No, because this world is sick and it's going to hell in a handbasket. Do y'all know about Nickelodeon and their popular slime? Have y'all heard why? The reasons why? I'm gonna be honest, when I found this out, even like putting this video together, tough. These people are sick and twisted demons, dude. Do y'all know that the reason why they made the specific slime for Nickelodeon that green color? Does it ring any bells to y'all? That green color? That green screen color? Do y'all know why they made it that? And they would be obsessed with pouring slime all over kids on Disney, especially in the early 2000s, in this era, the 2010s. I'll tell you why. It's because when you put something or someone in front of a green screen, you can change that whole effect. You can change the background, you can change, or even if like somebody's like wearing pants and then you put like a small green screen cover over it, you can put anything in that place that you want. And so slime is a really thick, weird substance, and they pour it over these children and they make it a green screen color so they can change the color and what's on the child's head, face, and body. Do y'all pick up what I'm putting down? Nickelodeon is sick. These like, it's never, when we find out the truth of the world, and right now, everything is being exposed. Here in the last like 10 years, it's like everything has never been what it seemed. They do it so they can make this look like you know what. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if you can say it on TikTok in correlation to what I'm saying, but they make it look like, you know, like the baby stuff.
Fluff.
The stuff that makes babies.
Say fluff,
and that
bro.
way, when these sick and twisted directors and people who go and do all this, they can look at it as if it's that thing versus it actually being slime.
Sick.
That's why they're obsessed with it. That was why. That was why.
I don't know if y'all know, but there's a whole documentary, I think on Netflix, about this. And they spilled the beans. That's how I knew about the green screen.
I see you float in the moonlight. Got a glow that don't fade. You don't even have to try, you just move in your own wave. We don't need a stage or a crowd. We just vibe where we lay. Pull me close, let it flow, let it rise. Let the stars hear us say, nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels higher. Nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels brighter, no lie. We don't need a sign. We already know the sky. Nothing feels higher than this. Say it's all just a moment, but I feel it in my bones. Your touch got my soul in motion. Even when we're alone, I've been drifting in your orbit. Got me lost and I like it. Whisper low, baby, talk to me slow, while the frequencies rise. Nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels higher. Nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels brighter, oh my. We already lit the fire. Nothing feels higher than this. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it move, let it go. Side to side, real slow. You and me in a flow. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, we right on time. No wrong turns, just divine. We align, we align. It feels higher than this. Nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels higher than this. Nothing feels lighter, no fight. We just touch the sky. Every time you close your eyes, baby, we vibrate high.
Family, let me know what y'all think about that video. I have always heard about the UV they rub on the skin is kind of like added melanin, but I didn't believe it till I watched this video just now. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this video down below.
This is for educational purposes.
See this? See those people back there?
That lady standing right there in front of that building, okay? These are indigenous black people from the island of Puerto Rico before they started mixing, okay? For those who don't believe in the mestizos and the mixing and how we became Hispanics and Latinos and they gave us all these titles, whatever, okay? But I want you to understand, okay, that the indigenous person of the island of Puerto Rico are not what they call Amerindians, okay? And for the dumb ones who claim to think they know everything about Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans and all that, okay? And I see y'all putting your little videos attacking Puerto Ricans, claiming that Puerto Ricans have no rights, practicing black culture, okay? Let me tell you something, all right? These people up here, all right, are also a part of the Americas, okay? We've always been part of the Americas, all right? Y'all need to stop attacking Puerto Ricans and claiming now those light-skinned Puerto Ricans you see in the Americas and the United States and Chicago, Puerto Rico, and New York and anywhere in the Americas you'll find a Puerto Rican, okay? Let me tell you, those light-skinned ones, all right, those are what you would call the mix of so-called Spaniards, who are really the people from the Ottoman Empire, okay, who were Arabs and so-called Middle Eastern people, all right? So all y'all claiming to know everything, all the black people from the Americas, from the Chicago, from New York, from anywhere, from down south and all that claim they know everything they need to know about Puerto Ricans, aka the Borinquen, aka the so-called Taino, Arawakan, alright? Do your due diligence and research and stop talking like you know everything about Puerto Ricans, alright? Stop talking like y'all claim that Puerto Ricans are Amerindians, alright? So-called Native American Indians. No, they not. They're purely black indigenous. And for those who don't know, Jamaicans would be considered Tainos, okay? Haitians would also be considered Tainos. You see where I'm going with this? And most of the Caribbean islands are dark-skinned people till this day. So let me tell you right now, okay? And even in the island of Puerto Rico, you'll see mostly dark-skinned people. For those who don't know, all right? But claim they do know, all right? Here it is from somebody who has Puerto Rican roots and Haitian roots. Here it is coming from somebody that knows about their own people, all right? Telling you, all right? Giving you some knowledge about my people. There you go, all right? I got more of this too. I got a lot more receipts, all right? You see what it says there? A colored belle of Puerto Rico. And if you look up there, you'll see more dark-skinned people. You see what I'm saying? All right? Yeah, there you go. To all my gods and goddesses, all right? Because that's what you are. You were born gods and goddesses and somehow learned how to become human through socializing with other humans. And this is the downfall of humanity. You feel me? We lost our own knowledge. We lost our own languages. And I already told you what I am. You feel me? This to all my gods and goddesses. Peace, love, harmony to all races. Okay? It should be FIA, Foundational Indigenous Americans. Man, do your due diligence and research. If you don't know nothing about Puerto Ricans, don't say shit.
Haitians and Puerto Ricans have a great connection. They always had a great connection. Before the settlers came, we would take our boats to their island. They'll take their boats to our islands. We would trade. This is how we operated back in the days. In fact, it was the whole Caribbean, okay? We would go from the Caribbeans to Timeri, from Timeri to the Caribbeans. It's only a couple hours away, bro. We've been coming here and there. In fact, I believe we lived in both places.
Jackson, what would you say to all your fans that have dreams and goals of being a star like you?
No matter what, the most powerful thing in the world is the human mind, and prayer, and belief in yourself, and confidence, and perseverance. No matter how many times you do it again until it's right. And always believe in yourself, and no matter who's around you that's being negative or thrusting negative energy at you, totally block it off. Because whatever you believe, you become. Yes, and after all of that, the most important, stay humble. The humbleness that a child, like a newborn baby, has. Even though you become powerful or have power with people, with your talent, or with what Michelangelo did with sculpting, underneath all that, be as humble as a child, as a baby, and as kind and giving and loving. Never become puffed up with pride.
Never become puffed up with pride. Step on that ego.
Are the ones who vibrate above the illusion, unseen, but yet undeniable? Nah, you motherfuckers. See, most people think visibility is power, but real power is vibration. Vibration becomes resonance. See, Group 7 isn't trending, it's transmitting. It's the exact frequency that slips through the algorithm, which is untouched by manipulation and unseen by the system. That means not everyone will hear it, see it, feel it. Only the ones who detached from the program.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm starting seeing a whole bunch of Group 7s on my For You page, and I still don't know what Group 7 is. Can somebody fill me in the comments?
I'm just sharing this with you, and like I said, this is something that is an intern that really changed my life. I had a patient, got stabbed in the heart. When I walked in the ER, because I was on the ER, but the surgeon had his chest cracked open, and he had his finger in the guy's heart. They pronounced him dead. He was a young man, maybe 22, 23 years old, drug deal that went bad. He died, and the surgeon was a Christian, Dr. Forster to be exact, said, we're not going to let him go without a fight, so we took him to the OR, took him to surgery, pumped him full of blood, got a pulse, tied the hole in his heart up with a suture, and since I was on the surgery unit, I had to wait till he woke up. After about 4 hours, the guy woke up, and he looked me in the eye, and he grabbed me, and he started crying, sobbing, and he said, I met the devil. And I said, what do you mean you met the devil? He said, I saw you working on me, I was dead, I never prayed, and he could feel, he went straight down into hell. And he said he looked in the eyes of the devil, and he prayed. He said he never prayed before, it was never spiritual, God changed my life, and he felt an angel or hand pull him back up. And that's when he awoke. And it was the most amazing experience because he was legit. I mean, no one makes up something like that. And last I heard, he's completely changed his life. He gave his life to God. And I still, to this day, the look in his eye when he woke up, the terror, I'm absolutely convinced that he did meet the devil. And once again, I've not followed up on where he's at now, but I heard he's doing really good. And if I can get that information, I'll get it for you.
Okay. What was your reaction when the doctor told you that they were going to sew him back up? And
I thought it was crazy because the guy bled out. He was dead. There was blood on the ceiling because he got stabbed in the heart, blood all around him. He had no pulse. He was lifeless. And the Christian doctor said, Dr. Forster, we're going to take him and we're going to try to revive him. And it was actually miraculous because the guy was dead. He completely bled out. And you don't open someone's chest in the ER, stick your finger in a hole. That's a last-ditch effort. And I thought he was crazy, but now in retrospect, it happened for a reason. And that basically changed my whole outlook on medicine. And that was when I was a young intern.
This isn't just fashion. This is frequency. This is higher zone.
Υποφέρεις, Μαρία.
Τι να κάνω.
Τι έχεις να πεις για τους χριστιανούς που σε ακούνε αυτή τη στιγμή?
Τι έχω να πω, Θεός μάλλον να μας βοηθήσει. Τίποτα άλλο και να έχουμε όλο μας ο κόσμος και όλη η κοινωνία στον δρόμο της μετανοίας. Τίποτα άλλο δεν μπορώ να πω.
Ξομολόγηση και θεία μετάληψη.
Άμα θα έρθουμε στον δρόμο της μετανοίας θα τα κάνουμε μετά όλα αυτά σιγά σιγά. Όλα αυτά σιγά σιγά θα γίνουν. Πίστη υπάρχει αλλά και έργα, γιατί χωρίς πίστη, χωρίς έργα δεν είναι κράτηση.
Μάλιστα. Πονηρό, ακάθαρτο.
Λες ρε πούστη,
Έτσι είναι.
λες ρε ψηφλιάρη,
Κάτσε κάτω.
λες ρε πούστη, λες ρε ψηφλιάρη.
Κάτω, στο όνομα της κάτσε κάτω. Λες τα χέρια. Έτσι, έτσι. Δεν άντεξες πια. Δεν άντεξες πια.
Και πού το κάνω ρε,
Κάτω τα χέρια σου. Κάτω τα χέρια σου και τα μαλάκια μου αν σε πειράζουν. Έτσι. Δεν άντεξες πια. Να σου δέσει τα χέρια η Παναγία στο τόπο.
Hell no.
Τα χέρια η Παναγία.
A damn stick.
Έτσι. Να δουν πως κάνεις στον κόσμο. Πού φτάνουν οι άνθρωποι. Πού φτάνουν οι άνθρωποι. Με τα μάτια να το πεις. Στο όνομα του Χριστού να το πεις. Στο όνομα του Χριστού να το πεις. Στο όνομα του Χριστού να το πεις.
Πώς τι θα σε σκίσω.
Δεν έχεις τη δύναμη να μ' αποκτήσεις.
Τώρα στα γεράματα
δύναμη να μ' αποκτήσεις.
τρελάθηκε ο Παναγιωτάκης.
Παναγιώτης δεν τρελάθηκε.
Τώρα στα γεράματα, βέβαια γέρος εγλέντησε τη ζωή του στα τραγουδάκια και στιά. Πού είναι τα χρονάκια μου που σέβασα εγώ ίδιο.
That first clip was crazy. That doctor actually saved that man's life from that stab wound in the heart. Doctor said he don't even know how the man survived. There was blood everywhere. But that man had a purpose if he came back. Let me know what y'all thought about that clip, family. The first one and the second one.
Prison food in different countries. United States. China.
Gourmet.
United Kingdom. Norway.
Gourmet.
Russia.
Shepherd's pie.
Japan.
Chef.
Finland.
If you go to China jail, you might be okay. You might eat right. Anywhere else is diabolical. Damn. Stay out of jail, people.
So you want to know the real scariest place in the whole United States? It's just Interstate 40. I-40 has more missing people and violent crimes than any other stretch of road in the entire world. If you're unfamiliar with I-40, it goes all the way from the United States East Coast to West Coast. Right now, the FBI is looking for more than 100 truck drivers that are serial killers. That is an insane number. And the most common route they're believing to be used is I-40. More than 100 serial killers on I-40. Think about the next time you're, I live in Seminole. When you get on that little stretch of interstate, think about you're on the same road as serial killers. Like, not maybe. You are definitely on the same road as serial killers. You just might not be in the point of the road that they're on yet. More than 100 active truck driver serial killers the FBI is looking for along the I-40 stretch. And it's a truly horrifying thing when you think about the stats behind it. People go missing every single day on I-40 and are never seen again. It's one giant liminal space, and liminal spaces are just freaky to begin with. If you don't know what a liminal space is, it's an area that no one truly belongs there, such as like hotels. People come and go, but no one ever actually like lives there. Gas stations are massive liminal spaces. There's just tons of traffic through there. And the reason why those spaces are so dangerous is because your brain doesn't know what to watch out for, because everything is unknown. You don't know if that guy's just walking to the car next to you or if he's walking directly at you and he's about to grab you. There could be a guy in a chicken costume by the road dancing around. You don't know if he's there for a promotion for the gas station or if he's just insane. So your brain kind of goes into this mode where it thinks everything is normal, everything is okay. And then that's when you kind of drop your guard a little bit. And people get abducted all the time. I mean, just this past week in Memphis, which I-40 runs right through Memphis, they found 45 missing children that belong to different places all over the United States. I-40 serves as a massive hub. Oklahoma was the first state to recognize this back in 2004. They launched this big initiative for safe travels and camera systems on I-40. So as soon as you get into Oklahoma, there's a camera that takes your picture. When you're going the other way over Arkansas, it does not do that. So every vehicle coming in Oklahoma on I-40 gets a snapshot taken of it for that reason, because it is such a big hub of missing people. If y'all didn't know, I-40 runs through Shawnee, and I live right down the road from Shawnee. The Shawnee Walmart has like more abductions than most like any other Walmart because it's right next to I-40. It's right next to the interstate. Just in the past year alone, there was a couple abductions there and several attempted abductions. You might have heard about the lady who like choked a guy out that tried to take her kid. Kudos to that lady. That was awesome. She literally choked him out and he passed out. Like, a woman choked this dude out in the Walmart parking lot. It was great. Apparently he tried to take her kid out of the buggy. But that's a dangerous place. Shawnee Walmart. I will not let my wife go to Shawnee Walmart by herself. It is not going to happen. Especially if she's got our daughter with us. Not happening. But just kind of raising the awareness out there, guys. If you're on I-40 traveling, especially like I am right now, if you didn't notice, I'm sitting at a Love's gas station on I-40. You can just look around and see that like there's some people that don't belong there. There's too many people when you're looking. They're looking at everything but doing the tasks that you should do at a gas station. Those are the people you should be looking out for. I probably look like one of those people right now with my phone out recording, looking side to side. So, watch out for people doing that shit. Have a good night. Have a safe travel and stay safe.
If you traveling on I-40, do your diligence, be aware, okay? Like antennas up like beep, 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 beep. That is crazy. And Walmart again, famous Walmart. No windows having ass Walmarts.
Darkness.
Comment down below.
Look at all these robots at my job. So many of them.
Damn, that's a lot of bots, bro. Where's the workers?
All these robots in here.
I guess you a lucky person that
makes our job way harder. Look at all these. See?
Bro must be somebody's favorite in the building. It don't look like as much people in the building. He must be somebody's favorite in the building because he still got his job with all those damn robots. Comment down below. That was diabolical. But anyway, family, you have finally made it to the end. You are goated. You are definitely goated. I appreciate every last one of you who made it to the end. I definitely appreciate y'all. Please, family, let's run up these likes, man. Let's run up these subs. Let's get to 5,000 subs. I believe we can do it. We on a mission and we moving. With that being said, Zone family, vibrate high, eat right, stay positive, and love thy neighbor. I'll definitely catch y'all in the next one. Wait. Before we go, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop. You could be rocking out with me and the family. We out of here. Tomorrow gonna be another banger on top of bangers. Love y'all. Love thy neighbor. I catch y'all on the next one.